Crush blunders, build strategy, be part of the grind. Like, subscribe, and comment to train with us. In 37th International Chess Tournament Open Pula 2025 Round 6, Berke steers the game into a well-known Sicilian defense checkover variation, testing Jablonicky's preparation. On e4. On c5. Knight f3. On d6. On d4. On takes d4. Queen takes d4 transposed into Sicilian defense checkover variation. Bishop d7. Bishop e3. Knight c6. Threatening. Knight takes d4. Queen d2 played by Berke. Knight f6. Knight c3. On g6. On h3. Bishop g7. Bishop e2. King castled kingside. King castled kingside. On a6. On a4. Rook c8. Rook fe1. Knight a5. On e5. Threatening. On takes f6. On takes e5 played by Jablonicky. Knight takes e5. Knight e4. Threatening. Knight takes d2. Knight takes e4 played by Berke. Bishop takes e5. Knight c5. Threatening. Knight takes d7. Bishop f5 played by Jablonicky. Queen takes d8. Rook takes d8. On c3. Bishop d6. Threatening. Bishop takes c5. Rook ad1 played by Berke. Rook e8. Rook d5. Bishop takes c5. Rook takes c5. Rook takes c5. Bishop takes c5. Knight b3. Threatening. Knight takes c5. Bishop e3 played by Berke. On e5. Rook d1. Rook e7. On h4. King g7. On h5. Threatening. On h6 check. King f6. On g4. Bishop c2. Rook d6 check. Rook e6. On takes h5 played by Jablonicky. Bishop takes h5. On f6. Bishop b6. Rook d7. Rook takes d7 check. Bishop takes d7. On a5. Knight d2. Bishop e2. Bishop b5. Threatening. Bishop takes e2. Bishop e3 played by Berke. Knight b3. On c4. Threatening. On takes b5. Bishop c6 played by Jablonicky. Bishop b6. On f5. On f3. On e4. King f2. On takes f3. On takes f3. On h5. King g3. King g6. Bishop d3. Knight d2. King f4. Bishop d7. Bishop d8. Bishop e6. On c5. Threatening. On c6. On takes c6. Bishop takes a6. Knight c4. On b3. Knight a3. Knight b3 mistake played by Jablonicky. On c6. Threatening. On takes d7. Knight c5. On promotes to queen at b8. Knight takes d3 check. King e3. Knight e1. On takes c6 played by Jablonicky. Bishop takes a6. Knight c5. Threatening. Knight takes a6. Bishop f1 played by Berke. Bishop c8. King e5. Pause the video and find the best move. Knight a4 strongest choice here. Pawn b3. Knight c3. King d6. Knight b5 check. King takes c6 and take decisive advantage. Let's proceed to the main variation. Pawn h4 played by Jablonicky. Bishop takes h4. Pause the video and find the best move. Knight a4 excellent move. Pawn b3. Knight c3. Bishop f2. Knight b5. Pawn f4 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Let's proceed to the main variation. Bishop a6 slight mistake played by Jablonicky. Threatening. Bishop takes f1. Bishop takes a6 played by Berke. Knight takes a6. King d6. Berke claimed a well-earned victory.